Um, Hello, hi everyone. I'm just gonna be animating. Yeah. I always think in my head before I press the start talking button. I always think in my head, what am I gonna say, and I never have anything. I never have anything to say. But yeah. Hey Kidros. Hello. Let's see. So, hey Jamal. Hey Exicos. Hey Flippy. Hey SCP Foundation. Oh my goodness. Hey Meringue. Yeah. Oh, and hey Rubberino. Oh. Oh, that's a little face. It was HO. It's a little face. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. I'm working on this map part. I linked it. It's the top link um in the description if you want to check out the map. Cool, because it's still open. Um, yeah, if anyone's interested. Map by Butterlink, and I thought it was really cool, so I applied and I got a couple parts. Hopefully I'll post those not too long actually, because I've just got to finish this one. Let me turn this off as well. Also, I think I need to make these spears bigger because let me show you the part. Shouldn't play any noise, I don't think. Oh, ignore the floating spear master, but I made the spears really tiny by accident, so I need to fix that at some point. But yeah, just gonna be chilling, I guess, and animating some of this. Well, not animating it really, but doing the line art, I guess. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do another art request stream today. I figured I'd do something else. Change up a little bit. I was tempted to just play more Outer Wilds because I'm really invested in the DLC. it's it's really cool so far. But I did say I was gonna play on the weekend, so I didn't want to confuse anyone by doing that all of a sudden. Also, the perspective of this part was like melting my brain. This map has a storyboard, so um, thankfully all the composition and stuff is done for you by the host, but my brain is small, so I struggled a lot with this part, but got there actually. How many? I guess I did this on threes for some reason. Um, I was sure this pen might be a bit too chunky. I guess it's okay. It's pretty close to the camera. Also be a master. And I was kind of tempted to mess around with the perspective of the lizard because I kind of drew them like I animated that part first, so like perfectly sideways. So maybe I'll change that, but I'm not sure. I actually finished the other part I had, which was I think what part was that? What part was that? I think it was part, but I finished that a little while ago now. But I figured it'd be better to post them together, you know. Oh, and forgot. I spent like all day doing this this drawing one. I keep forgetting to use it. Um, just a little bit of brain rot. It's arting time. It's absolutely arting time. I was wondering if anyone had any thoughts on the whole benefactor thing. I'm in the process of writing a video about Rainbow just in general, and to my understanding, the ancients like the theory, I guess, call it theory. I don't know. I guess it's up for debate, depending on who you ask about it. But to my understanding, the idea is the benefactors would be sorry. I only did like 10 seconds of research on this because I was just curious. I was just thinking about it. It popped into my head earlier today. And I was wondering because I think the way I've written it so far in the script, I mean, it's mostly just notes, but the way I've written it, I just call them ancients because that's just what I'm used to calling them, you know? Just in general, just that civilization in general. But to my idea, it's like the ancients would have been the guys who like built the structures and stuff in the depths, and then the benefactors would be the guys who made the iterators and like are more close in time to. I mean, still, you know, ages ago, but more close in time to when we play the game, and who like they're the last guys to leave, you know, so to speak. That's my understanding of the theory concept. But I've heard some, or read, I guess, some counter arguments of that. The Five Pebbles was just speaking because that's where the idea comes from. Because Five Pebbles says something like, it's what he says. I think what the quote is. He says, I could just look it up, but I'm not going to. It's something like, I'm trying to remember what he calls the slug cat. What does he say? He says either reluctant gift, the noble benefactor's gone. I'm trying to remember the first part of that quote, but I don't know what it is. It's like you the something recipient. He says something like that anyway, and that's the idea where it comes from, because he's making like in theory he's making a kind of distinguishment between the ancients and the benefactors in theory. But yeah, I think the counter argument to that is that he'd just kind of speaking generally. Don't know what to say. Do you have any thoughts on that theory? What do you think? What do you think of it? What's your opinion on the theory? If you have any. I do agree with the like premise that it would be kind of weird for him to call them the ancients. Like, that would be kind of a weird thing to say. I like the idea. Probably have to do more research into it to decide what I think. I'm not sure if I'm either gonna mention it in the video because it might just be confusing. Because people more know them as the ancients, like the guys we see in the portraits and stuff. Not portraits, the murals, I guess. Finished Survivor and recently dived straight into The Watcher, so very confused about the lore right now. To be honest, I think the way they described it is The Watcher, and then because you'd have the like, you know, base game of just is the nose this color? Yeah. The base game of just Survivor, Monk, and Hunter, and that's like one plot, storyline, universe, whatever you want to call it. And then you'd have those three with the Downpour guys as another continuity. And then you'd have Watcher as like, it's like three separate kind of direct like possibilities or something. So I think you really could just, if you haven't played Downpour, I feel like you could still kind of, I feel like that'd be alright. Is what I mean. I don't think that would necessarily be a bad thing. I've kind of completely changed the head shape. Whoops. Let's see. Move this a little bit. Perspective is scary. Oh, oops, did not mean to grab you, sorry. still kind of all bungled up. But I think because it's such a fast movement, I can kind of get away with the shenanigans. Oh, I forgot this one further. Maybe a little bit longer, like that. Need to play Downpour someday. I think it would be a good idea to finish what's his name? Hunter first. I just think that would be like it would make it easier. Some of the Downpour skunks have some shenanigans going on. So. Hey Slugcatcher, welcome to the stream. Why does that look so weird? I mean, yeah, the whole Watcher, like the way you move through all the different regions is definitely gets very confusing. It's hard not to get lost. Not that's like necessarily a bad thing. Hey the Hunter. Welcome, welcome. The Real Hunter Rainworld TM. Part of me feels like in the Watcher I didn't really learn like the rules of how you traverse, because I did I haven't really looked at it a ton, but I did briefly look at the wiki because I was drawing not Stormy Coast. Was it Stormy Coast? I forget the names of the area, but the one with the lightning, which I think is Stormy Coast. You know the one, the one where you can get struck by lightning. And there does seem to be that there is like an actual system. It's not just spitting you out in random places. I don't really feel like I ever figured that out. I was kind of just getting lucky with eventually ending up where I needed to be, really. I feel like most of the time. Not sure if... Oh, why did I... Oh, Bruin Rock. Okay. Bruin Rock. Cool, cool. do this. And then it doesn't really make sense for it to go. Like, should be like that then. Yeah. Air science. Hunter's green. I mean, I guess it has a green neuron. It might be a case of, I don't actually know how red green. I was gonna say it might be a case of red green color blindness. I have no idea how that actually works though. Actually, no, I think it is that you get red and green mixed up. Actually, isn't it? I think they look similar. So I guess I could see the confusion. Oh, yeah, that's true. It does show you after. I just meant what was I trying to do when I was trying to do the I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't done it. When I was trying to do the other ending, I feel like I was just bumming around. And also, I think did I call that wrong? No, that's fine. Maybe I'm misremembering then. I feel like I remember kind of just randomly portaling around a bunch when I was doing the other ending. But maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, that is random? Oh, I thought there was... Oh, I thought I saw there was some, like way to kind of choose where you wanted to go. Okay, well, never mind then. Negate that point. Oh, thank you, kind of dumb and soft. I appreciate that. Not related, like, at all. But I did kind of think about making a video about Peak, the game. It's pretty fun, but like, I don't know if there's anything to say about it apart from that. It's just quite a fun multiplayer game. And I feel like the tail would be... Yeah, like that. A little bit visible. The game Peak is Peak because you climb peaks, which is Peak. Pretty much. You know the map? Yeah, I think there's I think you can, even if you don't want to join the map. I think you can just spectate in the server if you want to see the progress and stuff. Hmm. Sometimes I do the line art, and then when I come to do, oh sorry, when I do the rough animation, when I come to do the line art, it's just like, what was going on in my brain when I drew this? I can never trust my sketch animation. It's always looking a bit weird. Yeah. Sometimes I think about hosting um, a map, but I feel like it'd be pretty hard. I should probably ask people who have done it. But it must be pretty difficult to manage, like at least like 30 people most of the time, or sometimes even more, depending on how many parts there are. This is part 6. This one. Like, I feel like it would, like, if you do a storyboarded one, like if you have an idea for an animation, but like obviously producing like an entire, like, what, a 3-minute long animation, like, doing it with a bunch of other people and turning it into like a collaborative project is really cool if you have like a idea like that. But yeah, it must be difficult to manage so many people.